Hey, what's going on, Sagittarius? Butch Tarot here. Happy birthday to all y'all. Gonna do a weekly read. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. It will not resonate with everyone because it is a general read. If you want to get a hold of me, all my information is in the description box down below. Coming up, I'll be doing a yearly spread for 2020, so stay tuned for that. And today, I'm using the Celtic Tarot. So let's get right into it. What do we have for all my fellow Sagittarius? Universe, what do we got? What do we have for them? What's upcoming? All right. So the first thing I see is you've been waiting. With the Three of Swords here. You've been waiting for somebody. I feel like you had your eye on somebody. We got the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. You've been waiting for somebody. I mean, you haven't been like putting yourself away, but you've been waiting. It's almost like there's somebody that you have in mind. Could be dealing with an Aries. But you've been waiting. And I feel like you've been patient. You know, you've been patiently waiting for this to happen. I feel like from their side, I feel like they had some heartbreak in the past. They felt left out in the cold. So they're just kind of dealing with things, and I feel like you're just waiting for the right moment to make that move, or waiting for them to come to you, because I feel like right now there's, you know, they still got to put in that work. You know, they got to move past whatever it is that they're dealing with, whatever has them feeling defeated. But like I said, they're still dealing with heartbreak. They were left out in the cold. And it had them feeling defeated. You know, I feel like this person that you've had your eye on, that you've been waiting for, and like I said, you're patiently waiting. Because I feel like it's something that you feel like is worth the wait. Now, with them, you know, getting a lot of air here. But I feel like there's new motivation. Like, you know, they're coming around. I mean, there's some forward movement here. So I feel like this is something that happened in the past, and I feel like it took them a while to get over it. But I feel like they are getting over it. Like, you know, I feel like they are moving past it. I feel like they're opening themselves back up. We got the Strength card, some Leo energy, as well as the Knight of Wands, also some Leo energy. So I feel like they're putting in the work. You know, they're putting in the work to move past this. I feel like, you know, they're starting to pick up that vibe from you. And I feel like that's helping them move past what they had been dealing with in the past. I feel like they're getting that strength. It could be, you know, we got some Leo energy here as well. Got a lot of fire going on here. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. We got all that going on here. But I feel like they're moving past that past hurt. You know, they're slowly gaining momentum. They're slowly getting over it. You know, I do see some forward movement. Got some Cancer energy there with the Chariot. Like, they're moving forward. I feel like you've been waiting long enough. I feel like they're gonna want to move forward. We got the Chariot. Like, that just tells me that they're ready. You know, it's taken a while, and that's why you had to be patient. But I feel like they were worth the wait. You know, I feel like with you being patient, waiting for this to come around, I feel like they are going to come around. I feel like that, you know, they've come a long way. They've put in a lot of work, you know, but it's work that they have to do on themselves. It's nothing that you can help them with. But I feel like I said, I do see some new, you know, forward moving momentum. It's fairly new, so I feel like this is what's going to come the next week. I feel like you're going to start to see some changes in this person. I feel like they're gaining that strength. Like I said, got the Knight of Wands, got a lot of, you know, a lot of strength coming from this person. I feel like this is just something that did a number on them. But I do see forward movement. Like I said, I mean, they weren't ready. You know, they weren't ready before, so you're waiting. You're waiting for this person. But I feel like they're coming around. And, you know, I feel like this is all, I mean, this is the past. This is definitely the past. This is something that they had to get over with, like I said. And I feel like they had them feeling defeated. But they're putting in the work. They're moving forward. So I feel like, you know, this is something that's going to start, you know, moving quite quickly here in the next week. I feel like it took them a lot of strength, like a lot of inner strength to move past this past, like, you know, to get over it and to realize that they're ready to move on. And I feel like they're starting to realize that, like I said, with that Knight of Swords. They're starting to realize that this has been holding them back too long. I get the impression they might know your feelings. Because, like, I feel like, or they're going to know your feelings. Because they're starting to, like I said, in the next week here, I feel like a lot of forward movement going on here with the Chariot card. And, I mean, they worked hard to get past that. And, you know, they do see you as someone special. And they will see that. That's why they're putting in the work to finally let this go. I mean, sometimes people just need a moment to, you know, let the past settle. And I mean, you don't want to move forward with anybody until they get rid of that baggage that they're holding from a past relationship. Because if you get into it with them while they're still holding on to that, then it becomes your baggage. I do see this as a new love. You know, like, I do see you guys getting together. I do see you guys, like, not necessarily getting together, but I see you guys, like, starting to work at this to move forward. I see, like I said, with the Chariot card and the Ace of Cups, they're moving forward to new love. You know, I feel like they already have feelings for you. You have, you know, I see that you have feelings for them. And I feel like this is going to start, you know, manifesting into something, you know, more. I got the Ten of Pentacles, which is you getting what you want. So I feel like the patience that you had shown, you know, it's pretty characteristic of a Sagittarius. I mean, I'm a Sagittarius. Sometimes when we know what we want, we're willing to wait for it. And I feel like that's what you were doing. Like, you see this person as somebody that you really want, somebody worth the wait. You know, your stubbornness kicked in here, and you said, this is what I want. I'm going to wait for it. I feel like that was the right choice because I feel like they're coming around. I feel like this past, like, I don't feel like the heartbreak and them getting, you know, left in the cold or ghosted there, I don't feel like that is fairly recent. I feel like it might be, you know, in the past a bit here, but it was just something that really affected them. And I don't feel like it was as much, like, the heartbreak affected them, but I feel like it was more or less that the fact that they were left out in the cold that had them feeling defeated here. Because they didn't have that closure that we need. And that's why it took so long for them to get past this. But like I said, they put in the work. They were willing to do the work. You know, and I do see, like I said, I do see some, you know, them being strong here gives it a lot of forward movement here. You know, it's fairly new, this new motivation. So maybe they didn't know your feelings before, but they will. Or your feelings for them are just kind of coming to light recently. But that's causing them to want to move forward. Like I said, we got a lot of Leo energy, a lot of fire energy here, because we have, like I said, we have the we got the King, we got the King of Wands, Leo energy, the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. We also have the Queen of Wands, which is that Aries energy. So a lot of fire going on here. So I'll be looking out for that. But like I said, I feel like this is going to manifest pretty quickly here. And I feel like you're going to get what you wanted. You're going to get what you waited for, what you expected. And I feel like it's going to come pretty quickly here in the next week. I feel like there's a lot of forward movement in the next week. You're going to start getting more communication with this person, start kind of, building towards something here. So that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Look out for that. Like I said, you could be looking at a fire sign, got a lot of fire in there. So yeah, that's what I have for you. Again, happy birthday. See you soon.